Hello guys, sorry I'm back with another video and I just want to make a real fast video me talking about like why I don't use social medias lately, right? And how this is a problem. And I hope that my old friends really see this because I did not ignore them. I did not ignore them, or I do not hate them, or I do not isolate them. I still really, really care for them and love them as well, right? But I hope they understand this, and I hope people who comment or people who view this video, I hope they send a message to those type of people that are my best friend, that have to really understand this, right? I'm sorry, like I'm getting very lazy to respond, but I know that I have to come up with excuses, right? But I know that people are sick and tired of hearing my fucking excuse my language, but yeah, I just trying to find a way, how to get better and all stuff, right? I just don't want to really upset anyone anymore. That's not my goal here. Now, because we already know we're already in 2025, right? And every year is a new year. Always people have to keep looking forward to getting better and never get worse. For the wrong reason, right? So yeah, this is why I do not use social media, and it relates to my past video, right? And this has to be related, and there's evidence about it, right? So yeah, why don't you? So I mean, you said you use YouTube, but what social media you don't use? Let me give you example, so that way I can get my truth up here, because right. So I don't use Facebook, I don't use Instagram. I might look a little bit into Instagram, but I don't post anything. And also I don't use Facebook, Instagram, and I have not been using Snapchat for like over 5 years, officially 5 years now. So yeah, I give you several biggest reason why I don't use social media, right? I think number one is I'm too immature, right? Too mature means that I keep posting dumb stupid things that people do not want to see, right? Or I know it's inappropriate, but I post anyway and people don't like it, right? I remember that one time on Facebook where I post something like so inappropriate, like Facebook actually had to flag this video, and I got in trouble with Facebook, and they give me a warning saying that I post something that's like a hateful speech comment or something that I didn't say really nice, right? And also like I kind of like cyber bully people in the past, and saying again to argue was something back and forth, right? So this is why I don't use social media, right? Yeah, I post a lot of things that weren't supposed to, and that got a lot of people to unfollow me, and people blocking me, right? And because I get so sensitive, like I don't like people blocking me, and this is why I keep deleting my social media account all the time, right? I think that's another reason why I don't use social media, because it is a big waste of my time, right? Yeah, people, there's just a million things better out there that I can do for myself, right? Instead of talking nonsense on social media, right, for nothing, right? And wasting people's time, right? Yeah, some people may not like me anymore because I keep talking nonsense now, right? I mean, you can talk nonsense all you want, but nothing's ever gonna change. So when you talk nonsense, you just expose yourself. Boom, boom, right? Going on social media is a big waste of your time. That is definitely, I agree with that, because there are people that are doing a much better things out there, right? Like I said, like if you want to be really successful in something, then you have to willing to put in a lot of work, right? And yes, and when you don't have enough time, then you're not gonna have enough time going on social media. So that you gotta think of logically that way too. So yeah, sometimes God wants to make you really have to earn that goal. You may think it looks easy, but you have to put in a lot of hard work, lots of sacrifice, right? You have to sacrifice lots of time and effort, right? Instead of wasting your time and effort on something that doesn't do anything for you, right? I mean, social media is only post there just for fun, right? Or just to remember something, right? Just for memory. That I can only agree on. But if you're gonna post something not nice, if you post something talk ridiculously nonsense, or talk or get into arguing with one another, then don't waste your time on these nonsense stuff, right? And on social media lately, I've been seeing a lot more stupider people and a lot more clowns on on social media, right? Sometimes they make weird comments or comment that trying to offend people. Just don't waste your time with these clowns, right? I know that there's a lots of cyberbullying or bullying on social media, right? Instead of me reply to the negative messages, me replying to these clowns, I just either ignore them or I just don't go on social media at all, so that way it just doesn't waste anybody's time, right? And I don't get mad every time I read this stupid comment that makes me mad, right? People who just have weird have emotional problem, reading their comment can definitely affect them, right? So yeah, and also sometimes when you got too many friends on your Facebook or something like that or Snapchat, then you're gonna look at lots of posts. I know that looking at posts can be interesting, but it can get really funny, right? But at the end of the day, when you look at too many posts, like you're just losing a lot of time. Like you literally spend on your phone like hours after hours. I heard that on YouTube that people spend 3 or 4 hours on their phone. It's because of social media, right? Has literally directly like get into eye contact looking at their phone all the time, and they get easily distracted, right? Yeah, distraction is the number one reason why people fail in life, because they get so distracted and they don't concentrate, and whatever important things they need to do, like they realize like they couldn't get done on time, is because they spend something on this useless thing that's probably not going to help them, right? And there's another reason why I don't use social media, and I wish I can post this a long time ago. It's because I keep post a lot, right? Yeah, sometimes people want to post a lot of things on social media just get their attention span, right? Yeah, I know that there's the number one biggest reason why people use social media is because they just want to seek for attention, right? I know getting attention is sometimes a good thing, but sometimes it just really annoys people and they can mark you as spam, right? So yeah, when you post a lot, I don't know what's it called, but it's just like like over posting, right? People do the over posting just to get attention, right? I know everybody wants attention, right? I know that sometimes even little kids, like very very young kids, sometimes they like act stupid or do something stupid, just to get people's attention, right? So yeah, sometimes I'm like that, and this is why I was annoying back in high school or other older days, because I just want to seek for attention, right? And yeah, and sometimes getting attention may be a good thing, but then it can backfire you, right? So you can just look up like why getting too much people's attention can really backfire you in the long run. So yeah, and let me think of another possible reason like why social media can be a bad thing. It's also yeah, it just depends like how much you post and how much followers you have, and imagine like if one person posts a lot, right, and you have to follow everybody's post, and social media can get really endless, right? So yeah, even though there's some like really great content out there, but and also in very important news, so it's just best just to hop out of it, right? So yeah, I mostly use YouTube as a news video, because I'm used to going on YouTube, right? And sometimes a lot of people spread rumors, another things that I never addressed, and another things that I didn't think about, like why social media may be useless these days. It's just that rumors, right? Sometimes rumors cannot be accurate, right? Yeah, people spread rumors and gossips around social media, right? And when you believe them and when you think it's 100% accurate, then people get mad at you, because they think you're lying, or they think that information is not accurate, right? Yeah, so I think I can't find any other possible reason, like why, I don't use social media. And sometimes, like, yeah, another thing, like, like I said, spend time, chatting with your friends, can sometimes, take up too much of your time and is really consuming. Sometimes, like it wastes both of your time, and we're not prioritizing our tasks correctly. And so we may miss the deadline, due to, the inconvenience and the waste of time, that we can use the time, for doing other better things, right? So yeah, I mean, once in a while, using social media to chat, to your friend that you haven't speak about, it's okay, but just remember not to do it frequently, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna have to, end off video here, and hopefully it sounds helpful, and hopefully, like people like this, because it's probably, similar to my reason, or maybe it's some other different reasons, right? So